Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, it's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football, and we have football on a Monday night, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday Night Football. Everton make their way across the city to take on Liverpool in the Merseyside derby, and the question is, who comes out on top? Ladies and gentlemen, will it be Liverpool? Will it be Everton? Whoever wins this can use it as a benchmark to progress through to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Where we all from? Who do we support? Let me know in the chat. Are we Liverpool fans? Are we Everton fans? Are we just fans of football? Just looking at the highlights of famous Everton Liverpool games. Looking at that mistake there by Jamie Carragher, allowing Everton in behind to score the goal in 2006. He won't be happy with that one. He won't be happy with that highlight. The players will be coming out here shortly. No Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton today, so it's going to be the new man, Ellis Sims, who starts today. Players to look out for: Darwin Nunez, a big chance conversion of 26% as a team is the source in the league. Darwin's personal record of 20% is not helping matters. Abdoulaye Doucouré for Everton, in charge of breaking up the play against Arsenal. The question is, can he do it today against Liverpool in the Merseyside derby? It's a 4-3-3 against a 4-5-1. It's red versus blue. It's one half of the city against the other. Ladies and gentlemen, who comes out on top? Let's find out here on Couch Sports Football with 10 minutes to go until kickoff. This is amazing. Merseyside derby, ladies and gentlemen. The Merseyside derby is the football match between Everton and Liverpool, the two primary clubs in Liverpool, England. Named after the county of Merseyside in which Liverpool is located, it is the longest running top flight derby in England and has been played continuously since 1962, ladies and gentlemen. But with the way Everton are playing, ladies and gentlemen, is this going to be a match that we see next year, or is this the last derby in Premier League history for the near future? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Liverpool taking on Everton. Klopp against Dyche. Who comes out on top? What do you guys think? Was that the little kid? Oh, no, it's not. Waiting for the players to come out on Couch Sports Football. Waiting for the players to come out here. Liverpool, Anfield needs to get behind these players. The players will be coming out here shortly at Anfield, where we have Liverpool taking on Everton in the Merseyside derby. Who comes out on top, ladies and gentlemen? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Doritos, tangy cheese, chili heat wave, or cool original? What do you guys think? Mine's always a chili heat wave. Always a chili heat wave. 9 out of 10 customers. Something about LV. We don't talk about LV. Of the year. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready for the stream? The players will be coming out here on Couch Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Liverpool taking on Everton at Anfield. You can hear the crowd already bouncing, ladies and gentlemen. The stadium comes alive for this derby. But who will come out on top? I'm happy for Manchester City South. You predicted 3-0. I hope you're happy with 3-1 South. Erling Haaland getting a goal, getting an assist. Gundogan back in the team. Kevin De Bruyne back in the team. Big result yesterday against Aston Villa. It could have been topsy-turvy for them. Manchester City, but they came out, they did the right thing and got the result that they needed. You want them 4-0 on Wednesday? Well, I'll be doing that on Wednesday here. Arsenal against City. I will be doing that live here on Couch Sports Football. That's going to be a huge game in the Premier League. A huge game in the Premier League. Players getting ready to come out here at Anfield. No room for racism, ladies and gentlemen. It's a packed stadium, ladies and gentlemen. A victory today for Liverpool puts them into 9th place, but they are still quite a far away from the top 4. Everton, on the other hand, a victory for them today pushes them up to 16th, which is good for them. We'll have to wait and see what kind of performance we get today, what kind of football we get today, ladies and gentlemen, because it is Liverpool taking on Everton at the Anfield Stadium. The players there coming out. The referee comes out with the players. The players are here. You can't hear yourselves think at this stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Look how loud it is. No Dominic Calvert-Lewin, ladies and gentlemen. It is the young kid Ellis. Ellis Sims playing up top today. Let's transition over to the game day for you guys. It is Everton against Liverpool, and let's give you the Liverpool team news. It is a 4-3-3. Alisson is in goal. Nothing changes with him. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, and Andy Robertson. Van Dijk is on the bench. Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, and Stefan make the midfield three. Mohamed Salah, Darwin Nunez, and Cody Gakpo are your front three. So it's a 4-3-3 formation. Van Dijk, Milner, Keita, Firmino, Elliott, Jota, Tsimikas, and Phillips all on the bench. Let's give you the Everton team news. Jordan Pickford is in goal. Seamus Coleman, Connor Cody, Tarkovsky, and Mikalenko. A midfield five of Iwobi, Dakori, Gay, Onana, and Mikalenko. And Ellis Sims plays up top. How you doing, Digster? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. 4-5-1 here is the way that Everton are going to play. Keeping stream open as I'm watching the game. I appreciate that, Digster. I appreciate that. What do you think is going to happen today, Digster? Who do you think comes out on top today? Trent Alexander-Arnold, 1 assist in his last 25 appearances. Ellis Sims is playing his Dominic Calvert-Lewin injured. I think he might be, He did hobble off against Arsenal. Onana there had a brilliant game against Arsenal. Can he have a game today against Liverpool? I don't think Man City go EFL Championship. Or I don't want Man City go EFL Championship. We'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a couple of years for that sound. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a couple of years. Sean Dyche comes out to meet Jurgen Klopp. It is Liverpool against Everton here on Cal Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Henderson and Coleman here. The captains for either side. Can't wait for Birmingham against Manchester City. Everton need to come out on the front foot and pen this Liverpool team back if they want to get a result today. There's only so much pressure they can take. They need to silence this Anfield crowd. Dini hat-trick, I reckon, for that. Cheeky Chong assist. I didn't realize that you had both Tahith Chong and Hannibal Mejri in the squad. Here we go, the players take the knee here on Cal Sports Football. Ellis Sims starts on the pitch for Everton. Who comes out on top? Liverpool start with Mohamed Salah. Joel Matip clears the ball high up into the air. Headed on by Darwin Nunez. Into the hands of Pickford. And Everton restart here on this right side. Jordan Pickford with a long kick over the top, high up into the air. Gomez wins the header. Gakpo battling it out against Onana, but the referee puts it back for a Liverpool free kick here on the centre circle with Jordan Henderson to take it. You really delayed. Did I pause it? No, I have not paused it. Here we go with Gomez. Into Matip. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the ball. Out to the side towards Mohamed Salah. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Up top towards Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez bringing the ball forward on the centre circle. Out to the left-hand side towards Robertson. Tries to feed it forward, but it goes out for a throwing here on the right side. Seamus Coleman steps over to take it. Idrissa Gana again tries to feed the ball forward. Ellis Sims is there, and he forces the Liverpool throwing here down his left-hand side. Here we go with Matip to bring the ball forward. Trent Alexander-Arnold threads it in between the lines towards Henderson, but it's intercepted there by Everton, and it's Onana now on the halfway line, brought down by Fabinho. That's going to be a free kick for Everton here on the halfway line. You're like 2 minutes behind. Woo! Shit. Oh well. 3-0 PSG. Sad wants PSG to win. They play Bayern Munich tomorrow. That'll be the game that I'll be doing. Here we go with an Everton free kick on the centre circle. Connor Cody steps over to take it. Rifle it over the top towards Tarkowski, who wins the header against Joe Gomez, but he heads it out. It goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. 2-0. Monkey there in the chat. How you doing, Monkey? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stolen from the in-betweeners. Man U versus Barca. We'll have to wait and see about that one on Thursday. Off to watch the game. Take it easy, Digster. Here we go with Pickford with a long kick over the top towards Dwight McNeil, but Trent Alexander-Arnold wins the header. Henderson flicks it on, but Tarkowski's there. And he goes all the way back to Pickford here on this right side. Pickford now on the ball here for Everton. On this right side. Clears the ball high up into the air. Ellis Sims jumps up for it. He wins the header. But Robertson is there and he clears it away. It's 12 a.m. over in where you are. That's madness. Stefan wins the ball. Gakpo's brought down. Free kick. Liverpool on the halfway line here. 3 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Here on Carl Sports Football. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Are you Liverpool fans? Are you Everton fans? Are you just fans of football? Or are you fans of Couch Sports Football? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Gomez on the ball on the left-hand side. Goes backwards to Robertson. Robertson being pressed by Iwobi. Goes backwards to Alisson. Alisson short to Gomez. Gomez into Fabinho. Onana applying some pressure, but he manages to find the pass to Matip. Matip on this left-hand side. Feeds the ball over the top towards Gakpo. But Cody lets it run towards Pickford, and Pickford restarts here on the right side. Cody Gakpo, no goals or assists in his previous 6 games for Liverpool, 3 in the Premier League. Stefan wins the header from Pickford's kick. Coleman on the ball on the halfway line. Goes out wide towards Iwobi, but it's intercepted there by Liverpool. And Gakpo brings the ball forward on the left-hand side. He feeds Darwin Nunez, who has Mohamed Salah down the right side. Is behind Salah. Salah keeps the ball under control. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the ball over the top. But Pickford's there to gather it in his hands, and Liverpool will have to defend now because Pickford will restart here for Liverpool. Everton, on the right side. High up into the edgeways towards Dwight McNeil. Heads it on. But Matip's there with a mistake, and Sims picks up the ball on the edge of the box. Takes the shot, but it's blocked off Gomez. And Stefan heads it back to Alisson here on the left-hand side. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Five minutes play. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Here we go with Henderson on this left-hand side. Threads it into Joe Gomez, who tries to feed the ball over the top to that left-hand side towards Darwin Nunez. He gets there ahead of Coleman, but his touch is a bit heavy. And it comes off Darwin Nunez and goes out for a goal kick here on this right side. Seven goals in 17 appearances on loan at Sunderland this season, but he was called back, Ellis Sims. Take it easy, Saud. Hope you have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time. Pickford slips from the goal kick, but Everton have the ball with Abdullahi to Kore. But the outside flag goes up. Liverpool restart here on this left-hand side. 5 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0 here at Anfield. Gomez goes into Matip. Matip on this left hand side, bringing the ball forward. He's got Trent Alexander-Arnold to his right. Salah through the middle. Matip goes short to Salah. Salah takes on the edge of the box, cuts in on his left foot, but he's brought down. And Pickford gathers it in his hands. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, my brother. Here we go with Everton now. With Cody. With the ball over the top towards Dwight McNeil, but Sims will charge it down. Matip's in the box. Sims holds on to it. Brings Dwight McNeil into play. Tries to put the ball into the box, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is there to head it away. Salah heads it into the path of Henderson, who tries to find the pass into Gakpo, and he does well, and returns it back to Henderson on the halfway line. Salah's through the middle, so is Darwin Nunez, but Coleman's there to win the header. And it falls to Iwobi on the centre circle. Abdoulaye Doucouré now has the ball, and it's Idrissa Gana Gueye out to the left hand side towards Dwight McNeil. Everton just need to slow it down and just silence the crowd here at Anfield. Just move it about. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Backwards to Cody, who feeds the ball over the top towards Sims. Gomez is there to win the header. And Andy Robertson will just clear it down the line. Cody wins the header. Staffan brings it down under control, and he feeds Fabinho on the centre circle out to the right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who feeds it into Mohamed Salah, who holds onto it. Mykolenko applying the pressure. He's brought down. Free kick, Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes short to Fabinho on from the free kick. Matip into Gomez. Gomez holds onto it. Back goes to Matip here on the centre circle. Out wide to Henderson, coming deep to pick up the ball. Abdoulaye Doucouré. Onana goes over to apply some pressure. Matip goes out to Gomez down the left-hand side. Gomez being held up by Abdoulaye Doucouré. And he goes backwards to Alisson here on this left-hand side. 8 minutes played. Liverpool 0. Everton 0. Here we go with Stefan. Goes out wide towards Robertson. Stefan does get on the end of the pass. Gakpo now has the ball on the halfway line. He can't get away from Idrissa Gana Gueye, and Onana picks up the loose ball. He thought he might get a free kick, but the referee's having none of it. Here we go with Abdoulaye Doucouré. Comes off the Liverpool man, goes out for an Everton throwing here on this right hand side. Long throwing over the top towards Sims. Goes into Iwobi. Iwobi can't bring the ball under control, and it's cleared away by Stefan. And Pickford will just kick it back from where it came. Everton tried to keep it in play, but it falls to Henderson. Flicks on towards Darwin Nunez down the left hand side, bringing the ball forward. Seamus Coleman all over him. He manages to get away from him. On the right side, feeds it into Salah. Salah 1-on-1 against the defender in the box. And the free kick is given here to Darwin Nunez on the edge of the box. Henderson there asking for a penalty. The referee says no, it happened outside the box. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it was outside the box. It was outside the box. It's going to be a free kick here for Liverpool. On the edge of the wall. 9.5 minutes played. Liverpool 0. Everton 0 on the 10th minute. Ladies and gentlemen, they have a free kick, Liverpool. On the edge, literally on the edge of the box. Henderson, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold step up here to take the free kick. This is a huge opportunity for Liverpool. Is it too close, or is it just perfect for Trent Alexander-Arnold? You can see that right-hand side of the goal looks so appealing. Salah takes it, and it comes off the wall. Wasted free kick, and Andy Robertson goes backwards to Gomez, and Gomez will just float it over the top. But Mykolenko's there to bring the ball under control, and he just hits it high up into the air. And it goes up for a Liverpool throwing here, where Henderson steps over to take it first time into Gakpo, but the free kick's given. Just a bit aggressive there by Cody Gakpo. Everton have a free kick here on this right side. Liverpool 0, Everton 0 here on Carl Sports Football. How are we all doing? 11 minutes played. Liverpool Everton. Restart here on the Shine side. Pickford from the free kick. High up into the air towards Sims, who does win the header, but he only finds Tarkovsky. Tarkovsky tries to head it back, but Gomez is there. And Andy Robertson goes back to Alisson here on this left-hand side. 11 minutes played. Alisson goes short to Gomez here in his own box. Out to that left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Backwards to Gomez here. Gomez into the path of Matip. Matip takes it out of his feet and drives with the ball, telling his players to run forward. In between the lines to Henderson, out wide towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who gets away from Mikalenko. But it's a heavy touch by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Pickford gathers it in his hands. And Everton restart here on the Shine side. Cody now. Short to Tarkovsky. Back to Cody here on the Shine side. Bringing the ball forward here. Into the path of Idrissa. Got to get Henderson coming over to apply some pressure, but he goes backwards to Pickford. And Pickford clears it out to the left-hand side towards Mikalenko, who brings the ball under control on the halfway line. Threads it into Sims. Sims can't control it. He's brought down, but the game carries on with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who hits it first time on the top towards Darwin Núñez, and he's got the pair of Seamus Coleman. He tries to go down the outside, but he just couldn't control it, and Seamus Coleman comes away and finds Iwobi, and the advantage is played. Iwobi into the middle towards Onana on the centre circle, into Dwight McNeil here on the left side in the Liverpool half, brings it central and finds Abdoulaye Doucouré, but he's behind him, and Darwin Núñez takes the ball. And it's Andy Robertson into Stefan, tries to feed the ball first time, but it's intercepted there by Coleman. He finds Doucouré into Iwobi, backwards to Coleman here on the Shrine side. Cody into Tarkovsky. Back to Cody here on the Shrine side. Into Idrissa Gana on the centre circle. Looking for some movement ahead of him. Goes backwards to Coleman, but it's a misplaced pass there. It's a miscontrol by Coleman. And Liverpool have a free kick in the Everton half, 13 minutes played. Here we go with Fabinho on this left-hand side. Backwards to Gomez on the centre circle. Out to the Shine side towards Matip, who switches it out to the left-hand side towards Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez brings the ball under control here. 1-on-1 against Coleman. Right foot into the box, but it's headed away by Idrissa Gana Gueye. Abdoulaye Doucouré brings the ball under control. He shrugs off Andy Robertson. And he's forced into the corner. Andy Robertson nearly wins the ball, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here on the Shine side for Everton. "14 minutes played. And Liverpool nil, Everton nil. Long kick over the top there by Pickford from the free kick in towards Gomez, but referee didn't deem that a foul, which is interesting. Cleared away, and Gakpo can't keep it in play. Goes up for an Everton throwing here on this left hand. Sorry, a Liverpool throwing on this left hand side, and Henderson's gone down off the ball here. Henderson has gone down off the ball here. "15 minutes play. Liverpool nil, Everton nil." Here we go with Andy Robertson, who puts his head up and drives with the ball, tries to feed it in to the box, but Mikalenko's there to clear it away, and it goes out for a Liverpool throwing here on this left-hand side. Robertson backwards to Gomez on the halfway line, short to Matip on the centre circle, who has time to turn and brings it out to the Shine side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, but his pass is a bit wayward, and Everton win the ball back, but only for Fabinho to win it back, and it's Salah on the ball on the Shine side, 1-on-1 against Tarkovsky, and he's brought down here, and the referee says no foul. It goes out for a goal kick, and the Everton players asking for a card there, asking for a card. 16 minutes play, Liverpool nil, Everton nil here. on Couch Sports Football. Pickford now on the shine side. High up into the air. Sims falls to the ground. Gomez is there to win the header. Idrissa Ganage to Decore. It goes out wide towards Iwobi on that right side, who brings the ball under control. Turns in the Liverpool half. Decore back to Iwobi. But it's a misplaced pass and it goes out for a Liverpool throwing down that left hand side. Robertson. Backwards to Matip. Matip on this left hand side bringing the ball forward. Goes short to Henderson. He goes backwards to Gomez here. Henderson. Out wide to Salah. Salah to Trent Alexander-Arnold, returns the pass to Salah. But Tarkovsky's off his bike and just hoofs it into Rowe's head. Trent Alexander-Arnold first time from the throwing. Salah into Stefan. Stefan goes out wide to Darwin Nunez. Oh, and he's headed wide by Gakpo. Tarkovsky now. Everton being penned back here by Liverpool. Henderson applying the pressure to Pickford. What is the of this? What are you on about? Max trains games and sports. How are you doing, Max? Welcome to the stream. What is the point? This is Couch Sports Football, a place for all football fans around the world to come together and talk football. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter who you support. If you watch the international sport of this planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform for you. Today, on the 18th minute, we have Liverpool taking on Everton. Liverpool are on the front foot and forcing Everton backwards, forcing them into making mistakes. It's not happening for Sean Dyche right now. But we'll have to wait and see. The stream sucks. Does it? Does it, Max? Shit, man. Shit, man. I'm going to have to stop. Here we go with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Whips the ball into the box towards Gakpo, but Pickford's there to gather it in his hands. And Everton restart here on the shine side. Jordan Pickford in the 19th minute of the game. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Just trying to slow the game down, Jordan Pickford. This is what Everton need to do. They just need to slow it down and silence this Anfield crowd. Sims is there to win the header. But it goes back to Alisson. And again, Liverpool will restart. Everton need to try and keep possession of the ball. Here we go with Matip on the left-hand side. Goes out wide towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Feeds the ball over the top towards Mohamed Salah. But he's not making the run behind. And Pickford gathers it in his hands. And it's now Connor Cody on the ball. Goes short to Idrissa Ganake. Where Gakpo comes over to apply pressure. But he gets away from him with ease. Abdoulaye Doucouré. Backwards to Cody. All the way back to Pickford, who just hits high up into the air. Gomez wins the header into Matip and goes out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's bringing the ball forward. Dwight McNeil steps over to apply a bit of pressure. Fabinho into Onana. Onana wins the ball. And Sims now has it. He's got Decore to his right, but he goes into Iwobi. Iwobi holds on to it, gets away from Stefan. Brings Onana into play. Driving with the ball onto the edge of the box, but Henderson is tracking back. And Alisson is there to gather it in his hands. Liverpool restart here on this left-hand side. 20 minutes play. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Liverpool restart here on this right-hand side with Alisson. Goes into Robertson on the left-hand side. Robertson with the ball over the top towards Darwin Nunez, making the run behind. Connor Cody comes over to apply some pressure. Nunez holds onto the ball. He gets away from both of them and he tries with the ball on the edge of the box, and his right foot shot is blocked by Tarkovsky. And it falls to Iwobi. Short to Coleman, who hits it high up into Rose and Liverpool have a throwing here. Another misplaced pass by Everton, allowing the crowd to wake up here at Anfield. Robertson goes backwards to Gomez here on the halfway line. Gomez into Matip on the centre circle, who has time to turn. Looking for a pass. Squares it back to Gomez here on this left-hand side. Outside left-hand side towards Robertson. Robertson goes into the middle towards Darwin Nunez. Sees a run off the ball, but he just tries to hold on to it. And Everton managed to win it back with an honour. Threads it into Sims, who holds onto it. Decore brings it under control, but Fabinho is there just to head it away. Onana can't get there. Decore can, and it falls to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Decore now on the centre circle, backwards to Tarkovsky. Into Dwight McNeil. Mikalenko intercepted there by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah makes a run in behind, but Tarkovsky's there. And it goes out for throwing here on this right side for Liverpool. Take it quickly. Salah back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Left foot into the box, but it's headed away by Coleman. And it falls to Andy Robertson on that left-hand side. First time into Darwin Nunez on the edge of the box here. Right foot, backwards to Fabinho. Fabinho lines one up, floats it in back post. But Dwight McNeil's there to win the header, and it falls to Henderson here, out to the right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Back to Henderson, whips the ball in back post. But Pickford's there to punch it away. And Abdoulaye Doucouré brings the ball under control into Sims. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he does. But he can't get away from Gomez. And it falls to Gakpo, but his passes into Coleman. Idrissa Gana Gueye into Onana. Onana finds Sims, but Sims' pass is wasted and allows Liverpool to go all the way back to Alisson. They just need to slow it down, Everton players. Fabinho on the halfway line brings Matip into play. Here we go with Henderson on the halfway line. Short to Gomez. Gomez goes out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Robertson goes backwards to Gomez. Into the path of Matip. Matip on his left-hand side. Drive with the ball into the Everton half. He's going on one of his solos again. Looking for a pass out to the right side towards Salah. Salah goes backwards to Henderson, and Henderson goes into the middle towards Fabinho on the centre circle. Sees the ball in behind towards Salah, but Mikalenko's there to win the header. Gakpo is the second one, but Tarkovsky just clears it away. And 23 minutes played. Liverpool have the ball again with Andy Robertson here on the left-hand side. Fabinho into Henderson. Out to the right side towards Matip. Matip bringing the ball forward into the Everton half. Goes backwards to Henderson. Looking for some movement. Into Gomez. Gomez on the centre circle. Out to this right-hand side towards Matip. Matip now holding on to the ball. Into Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lays it into Stefan. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Gomez on the halfway line, out to the right side towards Salah. First time into Henderson, back to Salah. Salah takes it in his stride, gets away from Dwight McNeil, gets away from Mikalenko, gets himself into the box, tries to square it, but it's blocked by Tarkovsky. Henderson keeps it alive. Trent Alexander-Arnold whips the ball in back post, but it's headed away by Coleman. And Andy Robertson keeps it alive with Fabinho. Goes all the way back to Alisson here on the left-hand side. Matip. Backwards to Alisson. Matip here on this left-hand side. 24 minutes play. Liverpool 0. Everton 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Here we go with Gomez on this left-hand side. Into Matip. Out to the right side towards Henderson. Henderson back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Fabinho on the centre circle. Goes out wide to Gomez, but it's behind him. And Gomez goes backwards to Alisson. Allows Everton players to push further up. Fabinho back to Alisson. Alisson into the path of Matip. And this kid Sims needs to change his boots. He's slipping all over the place. Matip bringing the ball forward, going on his solo again. Tries to feed it into Darwin Nunez. First time into Gakpo, but he can't get away from Tarkovsky. And Idrissa Gana Gueye wins it back. Onana gets away from Henderson, but he can't get away from Stefan. And Everton win the ball back, but it falls to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the halfway line. And he goes backwards to Matip. Matip on this left-hand side feeds it into Gomez. Gomez bringing the ball forward here for Liverpool into the Everton half. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. 1-on-1 against Iwobi. Can't get away from him. He's brought down. There's going to be a free kick to Liverpool on that left-hand side. 25 minutes played. And it's in a good position for Liverpool. Can they create something from this free kick? They are already on top in this game. They just need a goal to help themselves to build on something in this game. Liverpool with 10 goals this season from set pieces. Only Fulham and Tottenham have more goals. Will this be goal number 11? 26th minute. Ball whipped in by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but Tarkowski's there to win the header. Stefan brings the ball under control, just takes a shot, and Pickford gathers it in his hands. Hits the ball high up into the air to the left-hand side towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. Gomez is there to win the header. Salah brings the ball under control, and Fabinho goes backwards to Gomez. Gomez all the way back to Alisson here on this left-hand side. And Liverpool restart here on the 26th minute with Fabinho. Henderson on the ball in his own half, goes backwards to Gomez. Gomez into the path of Matip. Matip bringing the ball forward here. Lays it into Fabinho on the centre circle, who has time to turn and floats it out to the side side towards Mohamed Salah. Bringing the ball forward here. He's got Trent Alexander-Arnold in behind, and he manages to find a cross. But there's no one there for Liverpool, but Everton win it back. Only for Henderson. But the offside flag is being given. Pickford now. From the free kick, hits it high up into the air. No one there for Everton. Matip wins the header. Salah jumps up against Mikalenko. Mikalenko brings the ball under control, but Salah wins it back, and the free kick's given Liverpool's way here on the halfway line. "28 minutes played here. Gomez goes into Matip here on the left-hand side. Matip threads it in between the lines towards Henderson, but Onana's there to win the ball back, and he holds on to it here, looking for someone to pass to. There's no one there. He goes into Dwight McNeil. Onana tries to get away from Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the free kick's given here on the right side for Everton. Everton have a free kick down this touchline. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Onana winning the foul. Here we go with Tarkowski on the halfway line. Mikalenko to take the free kick here on this right side. Can Everton create something here on the 29th minute? Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Mikalenko floats it in towards that back post. Tarkowski's there to win the header. Onana's in the box, headed away by Fabinho. Stefan helps it on it, forced to Idrissa Gana out to the left-hand side towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. 1-2 with Dwight McNeil. It forced to Mikalenko here down the left-hand side. 1-on-1 against Gomez. Backwards to Dwight McNeil. Again finds himself 1-on-1 against Gomez. And it goes out for a corner down the left-hand side for Everton. Everton have an opportunity now in the 29th minute. "29th minute played here. 15 of the 45 to go plus added time. Whipped in by Iwobi, back post, but there's no one there for Everton. Headed away. Idrissa Gana with a shot, and it goes over the bar for a goal kick. "30 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Salah goes backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold into the middle towards Stefan, who heads it on into the path of Iwobi. Iwobi on the centre circle being held up by Gakpo, and he goes backwards to Connor Cody, who goes all the way back to Pickford, where Henderson will apply some pressure. Pickford high up towards Sims, but it falls to Andy Robertson, who goes backwards to Alisson. Iwobi applying the pressure. Alisson holds onto it on the 6-yard box, clears it down the line, only for Idrissa gonna get to win it back, but Gakpo's there and he finds Salah. Salah backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Tries to feed it into Salah. Salah holds onto it. Mikalenko's all over it. Dwight McNeil's there. But the referee pulls it back here for a Liverpool free kick here on this left-hand side. Matip. Goes short to Trent Alexander-Arnold here on this left-hand side. Into Salah. Salah first time into Henderson, but he's brought down. Another free kick for Liverpool on the halfway line. You have Everton doing everything they can to do this stop and start feature of the game. Henderson back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here we go with Fabinho on the centre circle. Squares it into the path of Gomez, who brings it into the Everton half and goes out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Tries to feed into Darwin Nunez, but it's intercepted there by Abdoulaye Doucouré. Iwobi tries to find a return pass, but it's intercepted there by Stefan. Darwin Nunez now has the ball. Tries to float it out to the side towards Salah, but Mikalenko's there. And he falls to Idrissa Gana Gueye, now bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Mikalenko. Tries to feed it down the line towards Onana. Can he get there ahead of Matip? Yes, he can, but he can't get away from Matip. And Matip can't keep it in play. Goes out for an Everton throwing here down the side side. 32 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Mikalenko steps over to take the throwing here on the left-hand side. Goes backwards to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Mikalenko tries to go around the outside of Gakpo, but it comes off Henderson and goes out for Ed Everton, throwing quickly taken towards Dag McNeil. Here we go with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Back to McNeil, left foot into the box. Can he find the Everton player? No, he can't. Now Alisson gathers it in his hands, releases Stefan. Stefan turns, can't get away from Abdoulaye Doucouré. Advantage given Fabinho here. Out to the left side towards Andy Robertson. Robertson goes backwards to Matip. Matip into Henderson here on the halfway line, bringing it forward down the right side into Salah. Salah tries to bring it forward, but there's no one there for Liverpool. Being held up there by Dwight McNeil. Salah goes backwards to Alisson, and Liverpool restart from the back. Here we go with Gomez on the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward here for Liverpool. Out to the side towards Matip. Matip on the halfway line. Out to the side towards Mohamed Salah. 1-1 against Mikalenko. Tries to go around the outside into Henderson. Henderson tries to return the pass towards Salah, but Idrissa Gana Gueye there. And Dwight McNeil brings Tarkowski into play. Onana as well to get away from Fabinho. Here we go with Dwight McNeil down the channel towards Sims. Can he get ahead of Matip? Yes, he does, and he wins the throwing here down this left-hand side for Everton. 34 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Mikalenko now to take the throwing into Idrissa Gana Gueye. Backwards to Mikalenko. But it goes out for Liverpool throwing here on this left-hand side. 34 minutes played here. Trent Alexander-Arnold to take it. Fabinho now into Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Onana just catches Trent Alexander-Arnold napping, and it goes out for a throwing here for Everton down this left-hand side. 35 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Mikalenko now to take the throwing here on this left-hand side into Onana. Onana brings the ball under control. Dwight McNeil gets the pair of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can he find the ball into the box? No, he can't. And Matip brings Dwight McNeil down on the ground here. And it goes out for a corner on this left-hand side. 35 minutes played. Liverpool 0, Everton 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Liverpool have scored 10 goals from set pieces, but can Everton emulate one and get one here? It will be with a ball Back post. Heading towards goal. Oh, he's off the crossbar. Sims keeps it alive. Dwight McNeil with a shot. And it falls to Darwin Nunez, who gets away and finds Salah. Salah out wide to Darwin Nunez. Liverpool counter here. There's 5-on-2 here. Darwin Nunez down the left-hand side. He just has to find the pass through the middle. Gakpo is there. Salah is there. And it's Mohamed Salah who makes it 1-0 here on Cannes Sports Football. And that is a counter of counters. Everton look to be going a goal up. It's off the post. And Liverpool just counter. And it is Darwin Nunez who puts his head down and drives. And Everton find themselves defending a 5-on-2. And they have no idea what's going on. Darwin Nunez puts it into the middle where Gakpo, Salah all trying to get on the end of it. And it's Salah who gets on the end of it and makes it 1-0 here on Cannes Sports Football in the Merseyside derby. Robertson now goes backwards to Matip. Matip into Gomez. Gomez on the left-hand side goes into Robertson. Robertson over the top towards Darwin Nunez, but it goes out for an Everton throw-in. Taken quickly. Connor Cody goes backwards to Pickford. Pickford high up into the air towards Sims. Tries to flick it on, but it falls to Onana. Onana into Dakota, but it's intercepted there by Gomez. Stefan gets away from Onana. Fabinho finds Henderson out to the side towards Mohamed Salah. 1-1 against Mikalenko. Gets away from him, but he can't find the pass, and Everton win it with Dwight McNeil here, who returns it back to Dakota. Dakota trying to bring the ball forward, but he loses it to Salah. Salah holds onto the ball here out to the side towards Fabinho. Backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it's now Gomez on the centre circle. Trent Alexander-Arnold switches it out to the left-hand side towards Robertson. Coleman's there to win the header. Mikalenko heads it on. Dakota will try and get the head of Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he does. And he finds Dwight McNeil bringing the ball forward. Out to the left-hand side towards Dakota. Dakota's 1-1 against Matip. He's got Sims and he won't be tracking back. Fabinho's there as well. Tries to feed it into Sims, but he can't get ahead of Gomez. And Gomez brings the ball forward here on this left-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into the middle there finds Stefan. Backwards to Henderson. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Henderson. Fabinho. So Gomez. Matip on this left-hand side. Feeds it into Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho on the centre circle. Backwards to Alexander-Arnold. Squares it into the path of Gomez. Gomez on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward here. Gakpo. Backwards to Gomez. Matip on the ball. Into Fabinho on the centre circle. Looking for some movement. Now Liverpool will slow the game down and invite Everton on and try and get that second goal. Fabinho out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. First time into Salah. Salah back to Alexander-Arnold. Switches it out to Gomez on the left-hand side. 40th minute played. 5 minutes out of 45 to go. Plus added time. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Robertson, who whips the ball into the box, but there's no one there for Liverpool. And Mikalenko will just clear it down the line for the Liverpool throwing here. Fabinho. Into the path of Gomez. Back to Fabinho. Henderson on the right side. Backwards to Stefan. Plays a 1-2 with Fabinho. Trying to bring the ball forward. Switches it out to the left hand side towards Andy Robertson, who keeps it in play. 1-on-1 against Coleman. He tries with the ball down the outside. Tries to put a ball into the box, but it's headed away by Tarkowski. Fabinho keeps it alive. Stefan tries to feed it to Henderson. Henderson in behind towards Robertson. But Iwobi's there with a last-ditch challenge. And it goes out for throwing down that right side. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are you from? Who do you support? Let me know in the chat. Matip. Salah intercepted there by Mikalenko. Brought down. Free kick Liverpool. "42 minutes played. Alexander-Arnold now to take the free kick. Backwards to Matip. Into the path of Gomez. Fabinho on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward. Comes out wide here towards Alexander-Arnold. Backwards to Fabinho. Fabinho into the path of Gomez. Onana comes over to pressure. Robertson goes backwards to Gomez. Gomez holds onto the ball here. Into the middle finds Fabinho. Backwards to Alisson here. Alisson on this left-hand side. 2.5 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. Fabinho out to the right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Henderson. Henderson gets away from Tarkowski, but he's brought down. How many opportunities are Everton going to get? How many opportunities are Everton going to get to bring a player down? Your title still says 0-0. Does it? It says 1-0 on mine. It says 1-0 on mine. Are you sure, Clayton? But how you doing, Clayton, anyway? Welcome to the stream. Here we go with Fabinho on this left-hand side. Backwards to Gomez. Gomez holds on to it. Let me just check on my phone what it says. It says 1-0 on mine. Look there. 1-0. Here we go with Salah. Goes backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Fabinho. Fabinho into Gomez. Out to the left side towards Gakpo. Bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Gomez. And he switches it out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into the middle, but it's to Salah, but it's intercepted there by Idrissa Gueye. But Alexander-Arnold wins it. Stefan out to the right side towards Henderson. Henderson feeds it in behind to Salah. Salah holds on to it, but he's offside. And Everton restart here on the right side. Nine of the 16. Approaching the 45th minute here. Liverpool 1, Everton 0. Courtesy of a goal by Mohamed Salah. Gakpo brings the ball under control only for Dwight McNeil to take it off him. Onana comes backwards to Cody. Cody on the centre circle tries to feed the ball over the top towards Iwobi, but he's headed away by Gomez. Flicked on by Stefan. Henderson heads into the path of Gakpo. Gakpo back to Henderson out to the right side towards Salah. 1 minute of added time. Mikalenko will clear it down the line. Only Dwight McNeil gets ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he can't get away from Fabinho. And it's Henderson now. Goes out for Liverpool, throwing here down the right side. Trent Alexander-Arnold steps over to take the throwing here on the right side. Approaching the end of the first half, and Jurgen Klopp will be happy with what he's seen. Trent Alexander-Arnold had to take the throwing here on the try side. Over the top towards Gakpo. Can't get away from Mikalenko. Tarkovsky's there, but Mikalenko wins the ball. Clears it down the line, but it comes off. No, I think Gakpo gets the free kick here on the try side. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson step over this free kick on the try side. They all goal up. Can they make it two? Whipped in back post. Fabinho into Darwin Nunez. Left foot shot is blocked. Claims for a handball. Nothing given. Gomez keeps it alive, but he hits it over. And goes out for a goal kick here on the try side. I'm here because it's half time. And it is half time, you're right. 46th minute here on Car Sports Football. It's finished. Liverpool 1, Everton 0. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you for the second half. I'll see you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? Second half coming up here on Couch Sports Football. Let's have a look at what this means if it stays like this for the table. Liverpool move up to 9th place. Everton stay 18th, still in the relegation zone. But the players are coming out here on Couch Sports Football. 1 second. Right. Let's go live here on Couch Sports Football. The players are coming out here. Can Everton have anything in them to get themselves back into this game? It is there to remind our lads who they're playing for, is the question. But let's see what happens here in this second half. Mohamed Salah comes off. He's probably one of the easiest goals he'll ever score for Liverpool today. What is Jordan Pickford doing? Jurgen Klopp is out. The players are out here on Cal Sports Football. Everton shooting from left to right. Liverpool from right to left here at the Anfield Stadium. Do Everton have anything in them to get themselves back into this game? Well, we know what they're going to do from the kickoff. They're going to try and smash it down the Giant side because Iwobi and Sims have come there. Here we go with Connor Cody on the ball. Floats the ball over the top to the Giant side. Headed on by Anana. Sims can't get there. Gomez does, and he just hits it out for a throwing here down the Giant side. Iwobi leaves it to Coleman to take the throwing here on the Giant side. Coleman goes backwards to Cody. Cody trying to hold on to it. Lays it into the path of Tarkovsky on the halfway line. Back to Cody. Cody into the middle there. Finds Iwobi. Iwobi backwards to Idrissa Konate. Into Tarkovsky on the centre circle. Out to the left side towards Mikalenko. Brings Dwight McNeely into play. Decore is ahead of him and he finds him. Tries to go down the outside of Matip, but it's intercepted as Salah picks up the loose ball. But he can't get away and it falls to Decore. Here we go with Dwight McNeil out to Decore. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a Liverpool throwing down that right side. Trent Alexander-Arnold to take the throwing down that right side. 46 minutes played. Long throw in. Cleared away by Idrissa Konate. Falls to Abdoulaye Decore. Trying to bring the ball forward. Sims can't get there and it's cleared away by Gomez. High up into the air and it goes out for another Everton throwing here. Down that left hand side. Seamus Coleman steps over to take the throwing here. Goes out to that left hand side towards Sims. Decore can't bring the ball under control. He's brought down here. And it's going to be a free kick for Everton earlier on in the second half. Just a clash of knees more than anything. And it's in a very good position for Everton. Can they create something here in the first part of the second half and give themselves something to work with? They've not been in this game. They've had off chances here or there, but they've not been in this game at all. But is this about to change? The 47th minute, Dwight McNeil steps over to take the free kick, whips it in, and it's a wasted ball. There's no one there. Tarkovsky will try and keep it in play. And it goes out for Liverpool, throwing here deep on this right-hand side. Liverpool 1, Everton 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Robertson to take the throwing here. High up towards Coleman. Darwin Nunez is there. Stefan can't come away with the ball and it falls to Iwobi. Iwobi being held up there, brought down. Game carries on here with Robertson, plays a 1-2 with Henderson and tries with the ball, gets away from Coleman, goes out to that right side towards Salah. Trent Alexander-Arnold is busting a gut to get him behind, and he does get there across the back post. And oh my days, that is an absolute beauty. And Cody Gakpo gets on the score sheet in the Merseyside derby, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute beauty. Cody Gakpo scores his first goal for Liverpool in the Premier League. The ball is scrambling around on the right side, and it's a brilliant 1-2 with between Jordan Henderson and Andy Robertson. And Robertson just drives with the ball, sees Salah on that right side. Trent Alexander-Arnold busting a cut to get there. Oh, is that going to be offside? Oh no, he's onside. Trent Alexander-Arnold puts it on the back post. No one is tracking back, and Cody Gakpo makes it 2-0 here. And I think that's game done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Everton have anything in them. I think it's more about goal difference now. Here we go with Everton on the ball with Dwight McNeil. Matip holding on to the ball, tries to clear it away. Goes out for a corner down that left-hand side for Everton. 2-0. They are behind, ladies and gentlemen. The reason Gakpo hasn't scored until now, he was waiting to play for Everton. That's my theory. Well, what a team to score your first goal against. Everton have a corner down that left-hand side. Surely we don't get a goal here. Whipped in Iwobi. Punched away by Alisson. Salah tries to get there, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick, a foul on Alisson here on this right-hand side. 52 minutes played. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Adam here live on Cal Sports Football. Alisson backwards to Andy Robertson into the path of Gomez here. Gomez holds onto the ball. Out wide to Andy Robertson. First time into Gakpo. Gakpo takes on the turn. Gets away from Idrissa Gueye. Backwards to Stefan. Stefan being held up there. Idrissa Gueye applying the pressure. Liverpool lose the ball, but Andy Robertson's there to clean up the pieces. And Gomez goes all the way back to Alisson. Alisson into Gomez here on the right side. Bringing the ball forward here. Gets away from Sims and goes short to Fabinho. Fabinho out to that right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lays it into Salah. Salah Holds onto the ball on the halfway line. Being held up by Mikalenko. Tries to turn away from him, but he holds onto the ball. Henderson coming short to pick up the ball. Tries to feed it out wide towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. One-on-one against Dwight McNeil. He cuts in on his left foot, but he's held up. Spins away from him. Salah's making the running behind. He falls to Stefan. Stefan out wide to Salah. Salah can't get away from the defenders, and Mikalenko's there to clear it away from a throwing down that right side for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes backwards to Fabinho, short to Stefan. Stefan takes on the turn, gets away from Onana. And he goes backwards to Fabinho on the halfway line, bringing the ball forward into the Liverpool half, into Salah, intercepted there by Mikalenko. Matip wins the ball back. Trent Alexander-Arnold whips the ball in first time, but it's blocked by Mikalenko, and Trent Alexander-Arnold picks up the loose ball. Now it's Fabinho on the right side. Gomez bringing the ball forward. To the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Gomez. Nunez backwards to Gomez. Into the path of Matip. Returns it back to Gomez. To the left-hand side towards Gakpo. Iwobi wins the ball. Decore tries to keep it alive, but it goes out for a throwing here on the left-hand side. Coleman to take the throwing here on the halfway line into Idrissa Gana Gueye. Goes backwards to Tarkowski on the centre circle. Tries to feed it first time into Dwight McNeil, but Henderson's there to pick up the ball. Salah's bringing the ball forward. Henderson is free to his right and he finds him. One-on-one against Abdoulaye Decore. And it goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side for Everton. 55 minutes play. Liverpool 2. Everton 0. Pickford to restart the game here on this left-hand side. Goal shot to Tarkowski. Out to the left-hand side towards Mikalenko, who holds the ball up. Abdoulaye Decore into the path of Connor Cody here on this left-hand side. Onana holding on to it. Into the middle finds Idrissa Gana Gueye. Back to Onana. Looking for some movement, but he manages to find the pass to Idrissa Gana Gueye on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward here into the Liverpool half. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Mikalenko. Short to Dwight McNeil. Returns it back to Mikalenko. Into Abdoulaye Decore. Into Mikalenko. Good football here by Everton. Feeds it into Iwobi. Sims is there. Takes a shot by Iwobi. And it was a bit comfortable. And Liverpool come away with it here with Andy Robertson down the left-hand side. Darwin Nunez switches it out to Trent Alexander-Arnold on the far right-hand side of the pitch. Short to Henderson. Returns it back. Goes out wide to Salah. Henderson on the halfway line. Backwards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Matip. Matip out to the left-hand side towards Gomez. Gomez bringing the ball forward here. Out to the left-hand side towards Robertson. Robertson into the middle towards Darwin Nunez, but it's behind him. And Idrissa Gana Gueye is there to win the ball. Onana tries to return it back, but Stefan's there. Idrissa Gana Gueye can't keep it alive. And Andy Robertson's there to clean up and goes back to Alisson here on the right side. Gomez into Andy Robertson. Into Matip. Trent Alexander-Arnold backwards to Alisson. Gomez on the right side. 1-2 with Robertson. And Liverpool just holding on to the ball now. They've scored the 2 goals. Just holding on to it and moving the ball about. Matip. Out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into the middle there finds Fabinho. Henderson out wide to Salah on the halfway line. Backwards to Henderson, and it's Trent Alexander-Arnold now with the ball. Sees the ball over the top towards Salah. Is he behind? Yes, he is. Tarkowski's coming over to cover. He goes short to Darwin Nunez. 1-on-1 against Cody. Shot is saved by Pickford, and Darwin Nunez is returned. Goes out for a corner on the right side. Oh no, the referee's giving goal kick. 58 minutes played. How are we all doing? Andy Robertson on the ball here. On the side for Liverpool. With his heads up, Liverpool have their tails up here. Gakpo on the turn. Gets away from Abdoulaye Doucouré. Trying to feed it into Andy Robertson, but Cody lets that go out. It goes out for the offside here. Everton restart here on this left hand side. Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. He comes from Netherlands. He turned down the Devils to play for the Scousers. Mikalenko with the ball out to the left hand side towards Dwight McNeil, but he can't get away from Matip. The ball stays in play. And it goes out for an Everton throwing. Mikalenko to take it. Back goes to Tarkovsky. Goes short to Cody on the halfway line. Looking for some movement. Into the path of Coleman. Coleman switches it out over the top towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. Heads into the path of Mikalenko. Dwight McNeil makes a lapping run and he finds him. Trent Alexander-Arnold's tracking back. He tries to go around the outside, puts the ball into the box, flicked on. It falls to Matip, who heads it away. Gakpo holds the ball under control. He gets away from Abdoulaye Doucouré and feeds Fabinho. Very composed there by Cody Gakpo. Growing in this game. Salah on the halfway line. Into Stefan. Looking for some movement. He find Salah on that right side. He holds on to it and switches it beautifully out to the left hand side towards Darwin Nunez. 1-on-1 against Seamus Coleman. Tries to go around the outside, but his shot is blocked. Manages to make its way back to Fabinho. Out to that right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, who holds onto the ball here. Short to Henderson. '60th minute played. Matip on the halfway line. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Alexander-Arnold plays a 1-2 with Henderson. Backwards to Gomez on the centre circle. Matip. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho goes out wide towards Salah. But it comes off Mikalenko. It goes out for Liverpool throwing on that right. Sims comes off for for Damari Gray. Gomez. Robertson. Gakpo takes it on the turn. Now he's driving with the ball. He's got away from Everton players. He's got Tarkovsky ahead of him. Goes out to Darwin Nunez. His shot is curled wide. Goal kick on his left-hand side for Everton. Everton restart the game on the 62nd minute with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Abdoulaye Doucouré backwards to Tarkovsky. Back to Doucouré, but it's intercepted there by Gakpo, and he's bringing the ball forward. He goes out wide towards Salah, who's 1-on-1 against Tarkovsky. Jimmy's on his left foot, and he pretty much stabs up the ball, and Pickford gathers it in his hands. It's a bit easy there. 63rd minute, Everton off. are falling to pieces here. 63rd minute here. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Onana comes out wide here towards Iwobi, bringing the ball forward into the path of Onana. And he manages to find the pass to Tamari Gray, but he's offside. And Liverpool restart here on the Shine side. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes into Fabinho, backwards to Gomez. Into the path of Andy Robertson. Matip. Out wide towards Henderson. Henderson on the halfway line. Tries to feed the ball in behind towards Mohamed Salah. And he puts the burners on and he tries to the ball on the edge of the box. Finds himself there. Tries to put it in. But it goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side for Everton. They're getting a lot of chances down that right side now. Mohamed Salah's getting in behind quite a lot. Caught it to Pickford on the 6-yard box. Short to Idrissa Konate. Tarkovsky out wide to Mikalenko. Heads it on to Abdoulaye Doucouré, but he's intercepted there. But Liverpool lose the ball to Dwight McNeil. Idrissa Konate goes out to that left-hand side towards Abdoulaye Doucouré. Bringing the ball forward here into Dwight McNeil on the centre circle. Trying to bring it forward. Switches it out wide here towards Seamus Coleman, who gets the head of Darwin Núñez. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. And it goes out for Liverpool throwing here down the Shine side. 64 play. 64 minutes played. Andy Robertson now to take the throwing here on the Shine side. Andy Robertson from the throwing. Darwin Núñez flicks it on. Only into the path of Tarkovsky. And Everton have the ball now. Bringing the ball forward here. 65th minute played. 25 of the 90 plus added time. Can Everton pull one back? Mikalenko. Backwards to Tarkovsky. Into the path of Pickford. Long ball out to the left side towards Dwight McNeil, who tries to keep it in play, but Trent Alexander-Arnold's there. And he clears it down the line. Salah keeps the ball under control. Mikalenko's applying the pressure. Advantage played. Salah goes backwards to Matip. Gomez on the Shine side. Bringing the ball forward here for Liverpool. Out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Short to Darwin Núñez, who goes backwards to Matip on the Shine side. Bringing the ball forward here. Out to that right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Backwards to Matip. Gomez. Into Matip. Out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who goes all the way back to Alisson on the Shine side. Matip on the ball. Into the path of Salah. Henderson back to Salah. Finds the ball over the top towards Darwin Núñez, who tries to flick it on into Stefan. And Stefan's brought down by Cody. That's going to be a yellow card there for Conor Cody. Liverpool on the ball with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Plays a 1-2 with Fabinho. Gomez goes backwards to Matip on the right side. And he lays it into the path of Gomez. Gomez now bringing the ball forward here. Out to the left-hand side towards Robertson. Robertson holds onto it. Brings it central. Backwards to Matip on the centre circle. Into Trent Alexander-Arnold. Right foot into the box towards Gakpo. But Pickford's there to gather it in his hands. Coleman. Idrissa Konate into Tarkovsky. Goes out to the left-hand side towards Mikalenko. Backwards to Abdullah Decore, back to Mikalenko, and it goes all the way back to Tarkovsky here. Short to Idrissa Gana Gay into the path of Connor Cody on the centre circle. Looks for a ball over the top towards Abdullah Decore, but it's a misplaced pass, and Matip comes away with it into Henderson. Henderson has Salah to his right, Darwin Núñez and Gakpo in the middle. Salah bringing the ball 1-on-1 against Mikalenko, gets away from him, but he can't get away from Dwight McNeil. Salah wins the ball back, and it goes out for an Everton throwing here on that left-hand side. Looks like Liverpool are going to be making a substitution here. And it's going to be the return of Diego Jota. Darwin Núñez comes off. So Darwin Núñez comes off. And Diogo Jota comes on. '69th minute played. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Gakpo can't get there. It's cleared away by Mikalenko. Gakpo will jump up again. Goes out to Salah, but it's intercepted there by Tarkovsky. And it's Abdullah Decore out to Dwight McNeil. Finds an honor. Good football here by Everton. But it's intercepted there by Andy Robertson. Only for Abdullah Decore to win it back. Connor Cody on the ball. Into the middle left finds an honor. Idrissa Konate. Can't get away from Gakpo, but Salah can't get there, and Tarkovsky comes away with the ball. Out to that left side towards Dwight McNeil. Bringing the ball forward. Out to that left side towards Mikalenko, but it's intercepted there by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it falls to Tarkovsky. Onana to Coleman. Backwards to Cody. 1-2 with Onana. Cody into Idrissa Gana Gay on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Tarkovsky. Switches the ball over the top to the right side. But it's headed away by Andy Robertson. Stefan will flick it on. But it'll fall to Idrissa Gana Gay. Onana finds Iwobi down the right side. Trying to get away from Jota, and he does. Here we go with Damari Gray. Gets away from Stefan. Couple of step overs. Onana into Coleman. But he's cleared away by Liverpool. And Idrissa Gana Gay has it. Cody into Tarkovsky. Decore. Tarkovsky on the centre circle. Back to Decore. Cody on the halfway line. Everton have some possession. It won't be on the ball on the right side. Trying to get away from Jota, and he does. Now he's got Stefan in his way, but it's intercepted, and Stefan finds Jota. And Jota has space to bring the ball forward on the centre circle. And to the centre side towards Gakpo. There's only Jota and Salah alongside him. He goes back with Andy Robertson on the halfway line. Stefan on the turn. Back to Gomez. Into Fabinho on the centre circle. Has time to turn. Out wide to Alexander-Arnold. First time into Salah. Into Henderson, who goes backwards to Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool just moving this Everton team apart. Matip. First time into Gomez here on this right side. Stefan gets away from Decore. Out to the left side is Robertson. Driving with the ball. He will be tracking back, and he gets away from Robertson. 1-1 against Coleman. Manages to find the ball back post. But Salah is just over Salah, and it goes out for an Everton throwing down that left-hand side. Mikalenko plays a 1-2 with Dwight McNeil. Lays it into the path of Idrissa Gana Gay. Backwards to Cody. And it's Coleman now on the ball. Feeds the ball over the top towards Abdullah Decore, but Gomez is there to win the header. And Robertson comes away with the ball on the halfway line. Into Jota. And he calmly goes back to Gomez, and Liverpool restart here on the right side on the 72nd minute. Anderson into Stefan. Switches it out wide towards Salah, but it's intercepted there by Mikalenko. Fabinho now. Backwards to Gomez, into the path of Matip, out to the right hand side towards Salah, who tries to feed it first time to Trent Alexander-Arnold, but Mikalenko's there to block it. Idrissa Gana now comes away with a ball. Backwards to Tarkowski, who spins away from Trent Alexander-Arnold and finds Idrissa Gana makes his way back to Tarkowski, and it's now Connor Cody on the ball. Out wide to Seamus Coleman. Tries to thread it into Iwobi, and he gets ahead of Andy Robertson on the halfway line. Backwards to Coleman. Tries to feed the ball forward, but he's brought down. It's a free kick on this left-hand side for Everton. Pickford. Goes short to Tarkowski. Idrissa Gana out to the right side towards Iwobi. The ball looks to have stayed in play, and he's gone away from a few Liverpool players. He switches it out to the left hand side towards Dwight McNeil, who's got space. Trent Alexander-Arnold's coming over to close the space down, and he manages to win the ball back, and Trent Alexander-Arnold now holds onto the ball. Henderson over the top towards Stefan, who turns away from Abdoulaye Doucouré. Out wide towards Alexander-Arnold, holds onto the ball on the halfway line. Backwards to Fabinho. Matip to Gomez on the right side. 75th minute played. How are we all doing? Where are we from and who do we support? Are we Liverpool fans? Are we Everton fans? Or are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. Liverpool are 2 goals up here. Is this enough for Liverpool to get themselves back into a bit of form? 75th minute played. Pickford with a kick out from the back. Damari Gray can't get there. Header. Gomez is headed away. It falls to Coleman. Coleman into Garnagay, and it's Doucouré. Iwobi intercepted by Henderson. Tries to float it out wide, but Iwobi's there. Jota wins the ball back, and he can't get away from Coleman. Cody down the ball. Bringing the ball forward here on the left-hand side. Looking out to Mikalenko. Mikalenko holding the ball up and brings Idrissa Gana to play on the centre circle. Backwards to Tarkowski on the centre circle. Into Connor Cody. Floats it out to the right side towards Iwobi, who brings the ball under control. Abdoulaye Doucouré is ahead of it. Goes backwards to Idrissa Gana into the path of Cody. Tarkowski on the ball. No movement ahead of him. He's looking for a pass. And he tries to float it out wide to Dwight McNeil, and he goes out for a throwing for Everton on that right side. Dwight McNeil's coming off here for Neil Maupay. And Onana's coming off here for Davis. Pickford now on the ball here on the 78th minute. Liverpool are 2 goals up. Everton just don't look like coming back into this game. Cody. Garnagay. Mikalenko. Damari Gray down that left-hand side. Backwards to Tarkovsky. Into the path of Connor Cody on the centre circle. Trying to bring it forward. Into the path of Neil Maupay. Tries to go out wide to Coleman, but it's ahead of him and it goes out for a Liverpool throwing. Liverpool make a double substitution here. Roberto Firmino and James Milner coming on. A bit of depth coming back into this squad. Gakpo coming off. And James Milner comes on for Jordan Henderson. Robertson from the throwing. Out to that right side towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Sees a run over the top towards Salah. Can Salah get there ahead of Mikalenko? Yes, he does. And he brings the ball under control. One-on-one against him. Can't get away from Mikalenko. And it falls to Damari Gray here. Mikalenko sees a run. He goes into Neil Maupay. Neil Maupay can't hold on to the ball. But he does better than anyone else. And he manages to find the pass back to Tarkovsky. Connor Cody into Idrissa Gana Gueye. Damari Gray switches it out to the right side towards Iwobi. One-on-one against Robertson. Can he find the ball into the box? Yes, he does. Davis is there, back post, and he heads it over the bar. That was a huge opportunity there for Tom Davis to make the last 10 minutes a little bit interesting. Didn't get a head on it. 80 minutes played. Firmino loses the ball to Abdoulaye Doucouré, and it falls to Connor Cody on the centre circle. Tarkovsky backwards to Pickford. Gana Gueye in the middle. Turns away from Stefan. Goes out to Mikalenko down that left-hand side. First time into Damari Gray. Returns it back to Mikalenko. A little bit more purpose with Everton. Down this left-hand side with Tom Davis. Into Doucouré. Headed away by Andy Robertson. And Stefan will clear it down the line. And it falls to Damari Gray. One-on-one against Fabinho. Out to that left-hand side towards Davis. Mikalenko makes a love-happy run. But Davis holds on to it. Backwards to Tarkovsky into the middle, finds Idrissa Gana Gueye, but he leaves it to Connor Cody, but Stefan comes away with it, and it's 4-on-2 here for Liverpool. Stefan and Salah to his right, Firmino and Jota to his left, Stefan into the pass of Salah, Salah left foot, and I think Tarkovsky managed to get a vital touch on it, and it goes up for a corner. "82 minutes played. Corner here for Liverpool on that left-hand side. Can they put the cherry on the cake? Whipped in, headed away by Tarkovsky. Milner goes out wide towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Takes out of his feet, left foot into the box. Headed away by Iwobi. Oh, he heads it towards goal. Matip's there. But Connor Cody manages to clear it away. What is Iwobi doing? And Neil Maupay gets on the end of it and he's brought down by James Milner. But the game carries on here with Gomez. Backwards to Alisson. Out to the left-hand side towards Andy Robertson. Goes backwards to Alisson here on the right side. And he goes into the path of Gomez. Matip. Alexander-Arnold on the right side. First time in towards Milner. Intercepted by Idrissa Gana Gueye. It goes out for a Liverpool throwing. Decore. Backwards to Cody. Over the top towards Neil Maupay, but Matip is there. Fabinho loses the ball to Idrissa Gana again, but he manages to come away with it. And Decore just bring him down. That's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card for Abdoulaye Decore. I don't even think he got a yellow card for the foul. I think he got a yellow card for kicking the ball away. 84th minute played. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Coleman to Garnagay. Comes off Andy Robertson's hands, free kick. Who's that, Simikas? 85th minute, and we have some handbags, ladies and gentlemen, in the derby. Pickford with a yellow card. Pickford should get a yellow card for that. '87th minute here. High up into the air. Headed away by Gomez. Stefan. Firmino picks the ball up on the centre circle. He's got Salah to his side. He finds him. Can he get the head of Mikolenko? Yes, he does. He's 1-on-1 against the keeper. Tarkowski's tracking back. Left foot shot is saved. And it goes out for a corner on that right side for Liverpool. Cody held Robbo by the neck. I don't think he did. Ball whipped in from the corner. It was more handbags than anything. I think if anyone, Van Dijk did more damage than anyone. And he's not even playing. Milner finds Trent Alexander-Arnold into Salah, brings the ball under control. Shot is blocked by Coleman. And it goes out for another corner on that right side. 88th minute played. But Everton players, that was probably the most passion they've shown in the entire game. 88 minutes it took them to show some sort of passion. This is a derby. Where the hell was that in the rest of the game? There's no point doing it when it comes to handbags. Corner for Liverpool down the right side, whipped in Deep into the box, headed on by Matip, but Davis is there, and Idrissa Gana Gueye manages to clear it down the line for a Liverpool throw-in. Liverpool are going to be making another double substitution here with Naby Keita and Harvey Elliott coming on. And Stefan comes off. '89th minute played. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. He's played brilliantly, the young lad Stefan Bajcetic. I don't know how to say his name. Bajcetic. Bajcetic. I don't know how to say his name. And Salah's coming off as well. So Mohamed Salah and Stefan coming off for Elliott and Keita. '89th minute played. We're approaching the 90th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 4 added minutes here. Allison into the path of Robertson. Gets away from Iwobi. Neil Maupay tracking back. And Idrissa Gana Gueye gets there ahead of Milner. Damari Gray trying to run with the ball, but he loses it to Milner, who switches it out to the center side towards Jota, who brings the ball under control, but Coleman's all over him. And Everton come away with the ball with Mikalenko. Davis. Can't keep it in play. Goes out for a throwing. How about we do it? With Cody. Coleman. Into the middle, finds Pickford. Out to that left-hand side, but he slips again, Pickford. What are these Everton players doing, man? Surely they have different boots. They've slipped all over the pitch. Sims slipped numerous times in the first half. Now and Pickford slipped a few times as well. Naby Keita loses the ball to Decore, but Idrissa Gana Gueye loses the ball to Milner. Everton win it back with Damari Gray on the centre circle. Out to the right side towards Iwobi. Decore is free in the middle, but he holds on to it here. Iwobi looking for some movement. And he goes backwards to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Tarkowski now on the ball. Iwobi. Couple of step overs. And he goes out to that left hand side towards Mikalenko. Whips the ball into the box, but it's headed away by Matip. It's going to come out to Seamus Coleman on the into the box here, but Jota's there. And Abdoulaye Doucouré couldn't pounce on it. And Andy Robertson clears it, but it all goes into the path of Seamus Coleman on the right side. Puts the ball into the box, but there's no one there for Everton. Wasted ball into the box by Seamus Coleman, and Liverpool managed to clear it away. Tarkowski on the halfway line. Idrissa Gana Gueye threads it into Doucouré. Iwobi can't get away from Milner, and it falls to Harvey Elliott, but Iwobi manages to win it off him, but it falls back to Harvey Elliott, and he goes to Jota on this left-hand side, but he can't get away from Idrissa Gana Gueye. Naby Keita has the ball. Liverpool throwing here on this left-hand side. 1.5 of the added time to play. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Keita flicks it onto Jota, and he clears it away for Pickford to gather it in his hands. Pickford on this left-hand side goes short to Cody. Connor Cody threads it into the middle towards Davis. Davis loses the ball to Keita. Iwobi jumps up alongside Andy Robertson. And it goes out for a throwing here on the right side. 30 seconds to go. Davis. Coleman into Damari Gray brings the ball under control, but it falls to Milner. Milner on the centre circle. Out wide to Harvey Elliott. 1-on-1 against Decore. Tries to feed it in behind to Milner. Can he? Is he in behind here? 1-on-1 with the keeper. Across the middle to Jota, but it's intercepted then. Everton managed to clear it away with Davis. Mikalenko on that left-hand side. Abdoulaye Decore loses the ball to Harvey Elliott. And it goes out for a throwing. And that's that. Referee blows for full time here on Cow Sports Football, and it's finished. Liverpool 2, Everton 0, courtesy of that man Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo, both scoring their first goals of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it there. I'll see you tomorrow where we have Champions League football. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Peace.